Hi boys and girls, welcome back to math. Today we are going to be working on lesson 12.2. Our teaching point for today is, I can use models to compare customary units of length. And this can be found on pages 647 through 650. Let's get started. As a review, let's take a look at our customary units of length chart. And this is going to be helpful in today's lesson. 1 foot equals 12 inches. 1 yard equals 3 feet. And 1 yard is 36 inches. Now, I've taken a picture right here of our license plate. Now, when we spoke about the benchmarks, we used benchmarks like a license plate to tell us that it is 12 inches or about a foot. For a yard, we referred to the benchmark a baseball bat, and we said this was about a yard, which is 36 inches. Let's take a look at page 647. Unlock the problem. You can use a ruler to measure length. A ruler that is 1 foot long shows 12 inches in 1 foot. A ruler that is 3 feet long is called a yardstick. There are 3 feet in 1 yard. So we have a ruler. A ruler is used to measure length. And 1 foot long, which equals 12 inches. Remember, our benchmark, our license plate, is about 12 inches. We also have a yardstick, which is 3 feet long, or 36 inches. When we think of a yard, we think of the benchmark of a baseball bat. Now you've seen here that I have taken my 3 12-inch rulers and I've put them together to create a yardstick. Let's take a look at an example. This is on page 648. And I'm going to continue using my customary units of length reference box. Emma has 4 feet of thread. She needs 50 inches of thread to make some bracelets. How can she determine if she has enough thread to make the bracelets? So we know she has 4 feet, but she needs 50 inches. How can she determine if she has enough thread to make bracelets? Think, since 1 foot is 12 times as long as 1 inch, you can write feet as inches by multiplying the number of feet by 12. Let's take a look at our box up here. I know that 1 foot equals 12 inches. Now for this problem, we're working with foot or feet and inches. So this is what I'm going to focus on. So step 1, make a table that relates feet and inches. Now just as we said in our box, 1 foot is 12 inches. So 1 foot times 12 equals 12 inches. So 1 foot is 12 inches. Let's see 2 feet. I need to find 2 feet. How many inches are in 2 feet? I can do this by multiplying 2 feet times 12 inches gives me 24 inches. So 2 feet is equal to 24 inches. Let's continue. 3 feet. Going to follow the same pattern. 3 feet times 12 is 36. So 3 feet equals 36 inches. 4 feet times 12 is 48 inches. 4 feet, 48 inches. And finally, 5 feet. 5 feet times 12 equals 60. 60 inches. 5 feet is 60 inches. If you notice the pattern, we are counting by 12s because there are 12 inches in 1 foot. Step 2. We're going to use our box that we just created, our table. Compare 4 feet and 50 inches. So we're comparing 4 feet and 50 inches. Now on our table, we figured out how many inches are in 4 feet. So 4 feet is the same thing as saying 48 inches. Now let's take a look at our 50 inches. Since we already have 50 inches and our units are in inches, we can just bring that down. Now I need to think. Write each measure in inches and compare using greater than, less than, or equal to. When we compare numbers, I like to think of my little rhyme. Mr. Alligator is hungry for lunch. Find the biggest number and munch, munch, munch. If you like to think of Pac-Man, think of the Pac-Man eating the bigger number. So I know that 50 inches is greater than 48 inches. So I'm going to put the greater than symbol. Emma has 4 feet of thread. She needs 50 inches of thread. We know that 4 feet is less than 50 inches because 4 feet is 48 inches. So Emma does not have enough thread to make the bracelets. Let's continue. What if Emma had 5 feet of thread? Would she have enough thread to make the bracelets? Explain. I'm going to use the table I created. You'll notice my table still has feet and inches. And I'm going to compare 5 feet to 50 inches. Let's take a look at 5 feet. I have it on my chart. 5 feet is the same as 60 inches, or 5 times 12, which is 60. Since I already have it in inches, I can bring down my 50 inches. Now I need to compare 60 inches compared to 50 inches. I know that 60 is greater than 50. So I'm going to put my greater than symbol. Now I need to explain. Yes, Emma would have enough thread to make the bracelets because she has 60 inches of thread. 60 inches is more than 50 inches, therefore she would have enough. Let's try one more problem. Let's take a look at the share and show. Number 1. Compare the size of a yard to the size of a foot. Use the model to help. And I'm going to use my customary units of length reference box. So I know I'm comparing yard to a foot. Here's my yard. We know a yard is greater than a foot. If I look at my table, I can see 1 yard is made up of 3 feet, where 1 yard equals 3 feet. So in each one of my 3 boxes, I am going to put 1 foot because 1 yard is made up of 3 feet. 1 yard is blank times as long as blank foot. Now I know my word times. I'm going to multiply. So 1 yard is how many times greater than a foot? 1 yard is 3 times as long as 1 foot. So I have 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet. Make up a yard. For today's assignment, you are going to complete page 649 in your Go Math book. Once you are done, send your teacher a photo of your work in the portfolio section. Don't forget to put it in your math folder.